Hello, guys. I know I always like to hold this pose. Facebook always tends to pick the worst freeze frame. But hi, you guys. My name is Brittany Sheree. I am a crown princess out here in the Savannah, Georgia area. Any Georgia girls, let me know here in comments. And I am so excited to be talking to you guys today on one of my most favorite subjects, which is sponsoring. Sponsoring, recruiting, bringing people into your organization. It all means the same thing. So when you catch this live or on the replay, I want you to drop me a blue heart. Drop me that in comments, live or replay. I'm going to be asking you guys some questions too. So I hope you guys who are watching this will participate, because it always helps to give you guys an idea of how sponsoring is an imperative part of our business and why sometimes we hold back from sharing it. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you guys some actions, some actionable tasks that you can do this month to really expand and grow your organization, to grow your team, to inspire your team, to also offer the opportunity if you're a leader with Senegence. So I want you guys to let me know in comments, what is your sponsoring goal for this quarter? Like, how many people would you love to sponsor this quarter? So essentially this quarter we have roughly a month and a half left, right? So what is your goal this month? How many people are you going to bring with you? Okay, let me know in comments, okay? If you are not sure, I want you to write a goal out. I want you to speak it into existence right now, because if we're going into sharing the opportunity or just growing our own personal business, when we don't have a goal, we're literally just going to be kind of throwing spaghetti at a wall and just hoping something sticks, right? So we need to make sure we have a clear sponsoring goal going into every quarter, every month, right? Like, what is your goal? A little bit about myself, because I did kind of skip over that part. I have been with Senegence since 2017. I have personally signed up and sponsored over 500 first-line distributors during this time. That's a pretty substantial number, and I'm going to tell you guys how I do it, why I do it, why you should do it, and give you guys a little bit of homework too. I cannot end this video without giving you guys some homework. So after you guys drop your goal here in comments, I want to ask you another question, right? So whenever we're going into sharing the opportunity, right? This requires us to be in a lot of conversations with people. This requires us to be having conversations with so many different people. If you're not in enough conversations with people, you're not going to have the growth that you're wanting to have. Conversations can come kind of natural for some of us, and then for others, it's a skill, right? It's a skill that we're going to have to develop. It's a skill that we have to learn. But it is a skill. It is not a talent. It is a skill. The skill of having conversations with people. When you're sharing about the opportunity, okay, let's kind of break it down to the why. Like, why do we sponsor, right? Like, what is the importance of sponsoring? Well, a few things come to mind. I know for me personally, coming into this business was something my family needed. So one of the first things I always think about when I go into sharing the opportunity is I'm thinking about that other Brittany. I'm thinking about that person who might be kind of on the struggle bus right now, who might need a breath of fresh air in their life, who might need a business like this, a community like this, right? So first and foremost, that is always in the forethought of my mind, is who may need this business, number one, right? And then another thing is with sharing the opportunity, what are the 4 pillars, basics of our business, right? We wow, we book, we demo, we direct, right? So many times we miss the directing part because we're so focused on those other 3 pillars. But when we forget to offer the opportunity, that directing part, giving someone the choice, right? I want you to think about this. We're the sales force of our products, right? We are the sales force behind our products. And so building our distributor base, this is kind of part of our distributor job, right? It's kind of in that fourth pillar. Sometimes we hold back from that because we have a fear. Fear is very common when we're sharing the opportunity. I know for me, fear of rejection, that one was a huge one. Maybe you have a fear of being an inadequate leader. Maybe you have a fear of maybe you have a fear of bringing someone else into it because maybe you haven't experienced like your win yet with your business. And I want to share with you guys a little story before I go into the how I sponsor and the who I sponsor. Is when I came into this business, one of the very first distributors who ever joined my team was my aunt. She joined like 24 hours after I did. I had no idea what I was doing. This was during 2017. Who remembers out of stock of lips? That was all when I came in. And then I had a brand new distributor sign up with me. I was scared. Okay. I was very nervous, but also at the same time, I was kind of excited because I knew I wasn't going to go through this journey alone. So that was kind of a nice thing because we grew together in this business. We learned everything together. We did our first vendor events together. We swapped lives together. Everything was together. So that fear I had to overcome really quickly because it was like 24 hours later, fresh baby distributor, first distributor sign up. I was like, oh, okay, well, this actually isn't so scary because we were doing everything together. So I want to encourage you guys, if that is a fear, if you have any fear about sharing the opportunity, drop me a star. Drop me a star if you have any fear. You don't have to tell me what it is, but if any fear of sharing the opportunity, right? But that got over really, really fast because as we kind of went through this business together, we were able to grow in our own personal businesses together. Sometimes we have a fear of losing our customers, where you're like, oh gosh, I'm just now building my customer base and they all want to sign up because I'm asking them and they're like, yeah, I got people I want to share this up. I want to sell these products to and earn some income, right? And so sometimes we have a fear and we hold back from sharing the opportunity because we're worried about losing our customer when they sign up. Well, one thing I learned really early in this business, and I'm not going to go too much into this because that's not the point of this sponsoring video, is that we want to constantly be adding new customers to our funnel, right? And we do that through those early pillars of wowing and booking, right? We're booking parties, we're booking vendor events, we're booking makeovers, we're booking one-on-one demos, we're booking beauty bars, Facebook parties. Like we are booking something, right? And that's going to bring in a whole new funnel of customers to our list, right? To our list of people that we are going to share the opportunity with. So that fear of losing your customer, it's going to start kind of going away. Having that kind of scarcity mindset that you're losing customers, that's okay because you're constantly replenishing, right? And if you're not replenishing that customer base, take a look at that part of your business and see where you can make some adjustments because that's going to help you with sponsoring later on. It's going to help you have more people to share the opportunity with. So going into a new quarter or a new month, I set a goal. So if you're coming in just now, I need you to set your sponsoring goal. Like how many people do you want to bring with you, right? How many people do you want to share this opportunity with? So I go into that month and then I start making a list. I start keeping track of who I share the opportunity to. I start writing down who I think would be an incredible distributor, right? Many times it's a customer, right? I worked a vendor event this past weekend. A whole new customer base has came into my circle, and so I'm already thinking, who of these could be a great distributor? They're all going to get the option to sign up. Every single one of them always gets the option. But sometimes we forget that, or we get scared of losing a customer. But that's one of my biggest tips, is to make sure you're constantly having that pouring, that new customer flow coming into your funnel, and keeping track, keeping very detailed notes of who you offer the opportunity to, because what can happen is circumstances can change. This has happened many times with people who I have directly sponsored into this business. Circumstances can change. So sometimes if they tell you no one day, a couple months from now, timing could be impeccable. This might be their time to start, right? But if you don't kind of circle around and follow back up with them, like, hey girl, just letting you know, I know you just grabbed another tinted moisturizer. I just wanted to let you know you have those options today. You know, you can pay retail. If you want to join Kiss and Tell, get 10% off, or you can start sharing these products and earning a little side income. Just saying. Giving those people the option every single time when you're checking out, you're going to start planting seeds. It happens. They're going to start thinking, oh my gosh, you know what? I just sent my coworker over to her to buy this tinted moisturizer because I talked about it at work. So that's basically what a distributor does. Like, you're giving them the mindset already when you're asking them consistently, like giving them the option. I kind of equate it to, if you go through Starbucks, what does Starbucks always do when you go through the line? You place your order for your coffee or whatever you're getting, and then they're like, do you want a cake pop with that today? Well, I might not want a cake pop today, but I might want one tomorrow, right? And they're consistent about asking about getting that cake pop. So timing can just be right later. So anytime someone tells me a no, that's okay. I put them on my list as a no right now. And I tend to kind of gather a little information. Is it a no right now? Like, not enough time? Are they having a hard time maybe coming up with the sign up fee? Or is it they don't think they'll be a good salesperson? Like, I kind of take note, because when you start learning the reasons why, people may be telling you no, sometimes it is something that you guys can actually talk through, or it's something that they maybe had a misunderstanding about, or, maybe they can't see them doing what you do. I hear that one often because I run this business as a full-time thing, but many of the girls on my team, many of our distributors run this alongside a full-time day job, and they do incredible, right? They do amazing. But sometimes people may be like, oh, girl, I can never go live like that. I can never do it. But you guys may be able to kind of talk through those common objections to find a common ground where you guys can kind of keep building that conversation, right? It's all about conversations. How many conversations are you having with people? If you have a goal that you want to sponsor 5 people, let's just throw out 5. You should be in a lot of conversations, okay? Because the conversations are going to give you the how can this business benefit them part. That's the link. That's the golden link. That's the golden ticket to how you can share this opportunity, where they will see the bigger picture. They can see themselves doing this business because you find that link. You find how this business could benefit them. I'll give you guys an example of this. I recently had several new followers on Instagram. I immediately messaged them, thanking them for following me, finding out where they are, how they found me. Was it like through a hashtag, or what's the common ground? And one of these women is her page. She's just constantly sharing, and I'm like messaging her. I'm like, listen, girlfriend, you are so great at sharing like content, and you're so great at this and that. Have you ever considered maybe sharing skincare and cosmetics? Because I kind of think you'd be pretty fantastic at it. You know what she messaged me today? Send me some more information. I'm interested, right? But it was through having that conversation. I connected with her through just a couple questions, asking where she's from. Oh my gosh, I love your lip color. What is that? Is it Lip Sense? It was not. So, just having these conversations with people will give you the groundwork. It's going to give you the playing, not the playing field, that's not the right word. It's going to give you the blueprints of how to navigate that conversation into an opportunity. Let's see. Another thing that I do often is I share all my small wins. So some of us who are doing this business, we see a lot of big wins, right? We see a lot when we have our Cenistar and our Lips trip and our car earners, with the car lease reimbursement and stuff. We see like these big wins, but are we sharing our small wins, right? Like, are we sharing, your how it would being compliant sharers, full disclosure, full compliant sharers about how this business has benefited you. Has it gave you more confidence? I went live in my beauty group today and I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, y'all know I suffer with social anxiety. I'm about to go train all these people, but I'm really excited because this business has really helped me step out of my shell, right? So sharing that, to me, that is a win. That's a small win. I remember when I had sold enough product to buy pink bubble mailers. I was like, look, you guys, I reinvested my profits and I got these cute bubble mailers. Your products are coming in. It wasn't a huge win, but it was something that was important to me that gave me better confidence in my ability to share the opportunity. So think of that. Like, my makeup skills have improved drastically since I started this business. Through the trainings that we get through this incredible business, I've been able to help better my makeup application, and then I'm able to make other women feel confident in their skin, right? Those are wins, you guys. It doesn't have to be these like lavish, extreme things. Those are relatable wins. So think about that when you're sharing the opportunity with someone. Are you also sharing your small wins that are going to lead you to some of these bigger wins, right? Like, are you sharing them? If you haven't had your small win yet, what I used to do was I would share the wins of my upline. I would share the wins of my sideline Cinesisters when they hit, their MUA, their Cineblends MUA. I was giving them shout outs in my customer group, like, oh my gosh, my best friend in Synagist, she just got her MUA, so excited, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. I was sharing those small wins. And so people are always watching that, right? They're watching what you're doing in your personal business. So consistency, sponsoring, it all goes hand in hand. All of the pillars are designed in such a way that they all tie in. They all go hand in hand. One thing I was going to tell you guys is, so how do I meet new people? So I touched on that earlier to sponsor. Vendor events are great. I actually love vendor events. I don't even care if I sell product at a vendor event. A vendor event is going to give me an opportunity to share the opportunity. It's going to give me an opportunity to schedule makeovers, to schedule demos, so that I can have more of that like one-on-one with that person and find out what their cosmetic skincare needs are, and then ask them questions like, what do you do for a living? Oh my gosh, so you work there. I'm sure you're around a lot of ladies. Having the ability to kind of just have those conversations. And again, it's just a skill. It doesn't take talent. You guys can all learn conversations. Okay, one thing I was going to touch on is typically during free signups, what do we see? We have an influx of new distributors, right? You are sponsoring left and right. People are joining your team all the time. And you want to know a big reason why that is? More than likely, you're really loud when it's, free sign up, right? You're posting stories, you're going live about it all the time. You're probably doing events, right? Like maybe opportunity events, or you're participating in mega parties and then they're sharing Senna stories, and, you're making an opportunity post here, or you're talking about it, you're texting people, right? So of course, during those months, we have this influx, right? So I want you guys to get in that mindset that all of those activities you do when sign up fee is waived, do those every single month, right? Every single month. You're going to be helping and add value to other people's lives. And then at the same time, we're building the sales force of our products. And then with Synergent's comp plan, that is another way that we earn income through this business, is through building this sales force with our products, right? Getting new distributors and teaching them how to grow their customer base. If being a leader is kind of scary to you, one thing I really want to remind you is this incredible group that we have. We have the Dots app. There's so many resources that you can plug a new distributor in. I have new distributors that came in this month, and they are loving the new distributor Zooms that our corporate team is doing now. Did you know they're doing that now? It's fantastic, right? And so they're instantly getting connected, even if you don't have, like step 1, you need to do this, step 2, do this. They're getting all of that information already through our corporate page, through all the things. So sponsoring can be such a blessing to someone. I encourage you guys to start sharing it like next level loud, right? Get into stories, post your opportunity posts, but then also the secret sauce is getting into Messenger. This is huge. I know some of my team is on. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I hear Brittany talk about this all the time, but it is literally huge. That is where everything happens. All the things happen in a private conversation that you're having with people. I can tell you, if you are just posting an opportunity post, you're probably not going to have anyone join your team. But if you go into Messenger and you're like, oh my gosh, Jane, you just purchased this beautiful collection. I know you're so well connected. Have you ever thought about sharing these products and earning some side income? If not, no biggie, right? It's so simple, you guys, but we hold back from it because we typically have a fear. It's usually not, we forget. We know what we know that part, but sometimes it's a fear and we hold it back. We're like, oh, I don't want to lose her as a customer. But imagine, what if you sponsor your next crown princess? Like, I heard that during a training one time. Like, what if you sponsor your next crown princess? Right? Like, you don't know. You never know. And so the really great thing with sponsoring is that if they decide it's not a good fit, it's okay, right? They can revert right back to being your customer. But if you don't offer it to them, they never know. I had a lady I met the other day. She had no idea she could sign up as a distributor. She had none, no clue. I'm like, yes. Oh my gosh, you can absolutely sign up as a distributor. Here's the details. Here's how you do it. Here's how we earn money. And so I want you guys to make a goal, and I want you to make sure that you drop it here in the comment section of this video. And I want you to go into the rest of November with the mindset of you're going to ask everyone. Everyone gets the option, right? You're going to be the barista of Starbucks and offer that cake pop with their latte, okay? You're going to be that person to make sure that they know there's a business opportunity. And if it's not for them, it's okay. It is okay. Remember, it's a no right now. It could be a yes later, or they might know someone. I love that. If you ever are nervous about sharing the opportunity, one of the easiest things you can say, you're going to want to write this down, okay? You're going to write this down. Is that, hey girl, listen, I am actually looking to expand our products into your area. Do you know anyone who may be interested in sharing these products and earning extra income? Let me know. I know you're so connected, girl. You're indirectly like asking them. So even if they're like, oh, I'm interested in that. I want some more information. Or they're going to be like, oh yeah, you know what? My sister would be fantastic at this. Let me get you her information so you can go and message her, right? So simple. I hope you guys wrote that down, okay? You're going to be, hey girl, I am looking to expand our products into your area. Do you know anyone who may be interested in sharing these incredible products and earning a side income? Let me know. I would love to connect with them. So simple, you guys. Don't get in your head when it comes to offering the opportunity. And your goal every month, if some of you are like, oh, you've got these really big goals. One of my goals every month is to, bare bone minimum, is to re-rank to maiden every month with new people, new distributors that are coming in. And I'm okay with that because I'm constantly filling that funnel cup of new customers. So if I have some of those customers who decide to join me, it's okay because I'm constantly getting this flow of new customers coming into that funnel who I'm going to ask and share the opportunity with. So this is your homework, okay? Your homework is very simple. I'm not going to make it crazy, but I want you to take what all I just told you, okay? My little secret sauce, right? The conversations, the little verbiage I gave where you're kind of indirectly asking them. If you're more nervous and you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot ask people to sign up, ask them who they know. Ask them that, you're wanting to grow in their area, okay? Now, if you are okay with sharing the opportunity and you're like, oh girl, I got this, I want you to have the conversations with people and then you find how this business could be a benefit or a blessing to them, right? Like, did they just have a baby? We've got this time of year, people are gift giving right now. So people are actually looking for ways to earn extra income, right? Tailor it to that person and you're going to notice that your sponsoring numbers are going to start going much higher than if you're just simply posting a post, okay? So that is your homework. Go reach out to 5 people this month in November. 5 people. Share the opportunity, take what you learned, and go see what happens. And if they say no, remember, it's just a no right now. And you're going to keep growing and keep getting comfortable. So the more times that you offer the opportunity, it's going to come so natural to you. It's going to be as natural as breathing air, sharing the opportunity, the more you do it. It's a skill that you're going to flex. It's a muscle. You're going to flex. You're going to practice. And you're going to start practicing with 5 people. If you go for 5 and you're like, ooh, I'm going to go for 5 more, go for it, girl. Anyways, thank you for having me today, and I hope that was helpful. I will circle back around because comments are not showing on my screen. I will circle around and answer any questions that you guys might have. Otherwise, have a great day and go share some opportunities, guys. Bye.